Hello everyone, this is Aegon of Astora, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Bloodborne. We find ourselves in Hemwick Charnel Lane, which is the first area, or at least the first lantern listed for warp from the Frontier headstone. And I also noticed something else interesting before warping here, making note of the name of the area because I kept forgetting. And that is, in addition to mentioning that you're going to awaken in a given location, it actually says specifically at the top of the areas where you're meant to awaken, it says awaken above ground. And so as soon as I saw that, I went to the headstone that we've been using up until this point. I can't recall what I can't remember what it's called. I believe it's just the Yharnam headstone. To see if it was just a Frontier headstone that said awaken above ground. But in fact it's both of them, and I assume all of them. Which means that my supposition in a previous episode while just walking around the Hunter's Dream, that those large pillars in the distance would seem to almost form part of a world tree in a way that supports the world above. So it would seem that the Hunter's Dream, despite appearing a very heavenly place, is in fact below the world of Yharnam. Or just the game world. I'm not sure if the entire area or the entire world is called Yharnam, but interesting to note. Also, I have some more information in terms of the significance of certain names of different characters. Most notably, Henrik or not most notably, specifically Henrik and Eileen, both of whom we of course encountered in a very tragic turn of events. But rather than getting into that right this second, let's... Wow. Oh, come on. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry, actually. I won't. I'm glad that they brought back the downvote function, because there are some blatantly sexist messages that, yeah, I will downvote whenever I see them. Alright. This place is just strange. The ones with the torches seem almost just happy, euphoric, but the one over there by the gravestone seems to be just... I can't even tell. See an enemy oh, I thought that this lamp here was an item, so I was trying to pick it up. See an enemy over there walking with what appears to be a white-hot iron of some sort. Holy crap. Alright. That looks like it would hurt a great deal. Okay, so we have what appears to be an incense burner, which, yeah, again, indicates the presence of an NPC. I assume that the incense, in some way, shape, or form, repels beasts. But I really don't know. There could be no significance to it at all, for all I know. Okay, so maybe I was right about that, and maybe there's a beast in there who is being... Because I'm looking at this, it looks like foliage, but it could very well just be beast fur. There could be a giant beast stuffed in there. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if that bodes well at all. Although on further inspection, I assume it's just foliage. It has to be. Because that would just be messed up if it wasn't. We have an elevator here, it looks like. The place is not currently operable, so that's a shortcut. Did this person walk into the elevator shaft? Drop the prison stone first, and then decided to go for it anyway. Very nice. Well, would have been. It's so much better the fact that they dropped a what is it, a shining coin or something first. So these would appear to be cut them down now. Yeah, this place is not in good shape. Twin bloodstone shards, yes! Mindful of this one woman just waving her arms around. So I think we need 2 more to upgrade our weapon to +5. Which would certainly be a boon. God, I hate the torch enemies so much. I did mean to buy some more pebbles. They're only 10 blood echoes each, so I've been just stocking up. I believe, yeah, you can have a maximum of 20 on your person, and then another 99 in storage. So I've just been continually just stocking it up to 99, just because they're so useful and not at all expensive. So this person looks like they were slated for execution. Let's see what the item is. Bloodshot eyeball. I believe we already have one of those. Exquisite eyeball, yeah. So, material used in a holy chalice ritual. I'm not sure if there's any significance to its placement there. But I don't know enough about the holy chalices to be able to comment on that either way. Yeah, so that's not actually beast fur, because this foliage looks exactly the same as that which was growing out of the house. But either way, it would seem that whoever is... Oh, no. I hate dogs, and these ones especially. Can we aggro just the dog, please? Stupid dogs. Okay. I'm sorry for the sparse nature of my commentary so far. I'm really just really taken aback at this area and just trying to figure out what is going on. Hey! And another relative of Steve the MLG Hollow, but this person is actually MLG. Some nice firebomb throwing skills there. So notwithstanding the poor taste of that note that we read as soon as we got here, this place does seem to be inhabited entirely by women. I don't know what entirely to make of that. And they are all hooded. There appears to be a sewer system from which that steam is emanating. They all appear to be hooded, in a similar fashion to the statues that we saw all around Central Yharnam. So perhaps this is I'm not sure what the equivalent would be for nuns, but a seminary of sorts, given its proximity to the Grand Cathedral. Then, of course, as soon as I point that out, we come across... Although, yeah, this beast looks male, but also just looks like... It'd be rather hard to distinguish their gender. Once again, I'm loving this weapon, and certainly Henrik's armor set, despite the atrocity that he committed while I stood idly by and watched, wanting not at all not to risk possibly, okay, so we can get our weapon up to +5 now, but not wanting to harm Eileen, and wanting to respect her wishes, at least in part, and allowing her to take care of Henrik. But she insisted instead upon just toss and throw knives at a rather formidable opponent. But I am very much enjoying this armor set, in addition to Ludwig's Holy Blade. Should have seen that coming. Yeah, and so just out of curiosity, I went and I looked up Henrik's name to see whether it was also of Germanic origin, and indeed it is. It is a Henrik. The way it's spelled is actually a Polish name of Germanic origin, and coincides with or I suppose is derived from the German name Heinrich. Wow, that R1 spam. There you are. Which corresponds in turn with the English name Henry. And it also, in terms of its meaning, it means ruler of the home or lord of the house. So, I'm not sure what to make of that, because we don't seem to know... I did read the item description. But based on the item description, it would seem very much as though Father Gascoigne might have been more appropriately described as the, I guess, dominant member in their relationship. Perhaps, assuming, of course, that these names mean anything at all, you would think that Father Gascoigne would have been named Father Henrik, because then it would have been... Oh, we're actually going down. And I assume this is from where we'll get that elevator going back up, so we'll leave this for now. I want to ascend before we descend. For no particular reason, I guess just being scared. But yeah, then if you switch around the names... Bone Marrow Ash. If you switch around the names, then Gascoigne would be named essentially Father, Head of the House. So a rather patriarchal... Would be a rather patriarchal name. Perhaps that's why I didn't go with it, but... Ouch. And so secondly, we have Eileen, which originated... so there's essentially a long line of derivations from Eileen's name, but so it originated from the name Helen, Elaine, Ellen, and it's the anglicized version of an Irish name, which is in turn the form of an older Irish Gaelic name, anglicized, which is in turn anglicized as Avelyn, Aveline. And Avelyn is derived from Ava, Ava, which is of Germanic origin, but whose meaning is uncertain, though it possibly means desired. For the most part, at least for those two name meanings, I pulled them just straight from Wikipedia, so I'm not sure precisely how this place is freaky as heck. But yeah, I find, notwithstanding comments made by school teachers and whatnot, I find Wikipedia to generally be a reliable source of information. Whoa! And where it isn't, you can always look at the talk pages to see what the considerations are that went into the edits that exist on the page. Those are always very interesting to look through, at least for me. More of an academic curiosity than anything else. But yeah, so I have no idea whether the names mean anything, but I just find it kind of strange, given the setting again, but this is, Victorian setting with miniguns and stuff like that, so maybe I'm trying to read more historical accuracy than FromSoft actually attempted to put off. God damn. I'm reading more into it, perhaps, than FromSoft actually intended to be read into it. And again, I'm losing my voice, I apologize. I should probably take a couple days to just not play and not do commentary, but such is the problem of committing to do a blind run and recording the entire thing, is that if I'm not recording for this series, then I'm essentially not playing Bloodborne. I started another build and then, basically put it down right away because it didn't, but that was when I was much sooner in the game. I figured I could run a strength build in parallel with this quality build, but yeah, haven't touched that once since. My concern is that I'll notice things I've missed, and then wind up going back and, not being able to fix things. And that's why, as I mentioned in the very first episode, that's why this character is named Regret, because there will be things that I regret, but that's fine, because this is my first playthrough, and it's blind, and all that good stuff. So I'm beginning to think that I'm over-leveled, which I've said in the past, I don't particularly care if I'm over-leveled. I will stop at around 120, 125, 130, because I'm assuming that that's the meta, and there are so many fewer, and I haven't actually looked at anything online to verify whether that is in fact the meta. That's just an unfounded assumption, and again, just because I know basically nothing about PvP yet. I haven't engaged in any PvP, haven't engaged in any cooperation at all, despite having tried more than once. I'm lucky that missed me there. But yeah, I am going to be stopping at between 120 and 130. But I'm wondering whether the meta might actually be a fair bit lower, just seeing as there's so few stats to level. And I think it's a great thing that they simplified it so much, because I understand what they were trying to do in Dark Souls 2 by separating your equip burden from your endurance, but... And then even in Dark Souls 1 you had useless stats like resistance and And this game, there's no attunement, no equivalent to resistance, no vitality for equip burden. Well, there is vitality, but it's once again returned to the stat, which determines primarily your hit points. But I digress. So I wonder, seeing as the stats are a fair bit more simplified, so we're going to rely a little bit on some blood bullets here, because we're running low on quicksilvers, and I do not want to bother fighting dogs up close if I don't have to. Ouch. Steve the MLG Hollow could learn from you, ladies. You're trying to hit me from down there? Sorry. Whoa! But yeah, long story short, I think I'm over-leveled. I'm totally okay with that. And I will be stopping at some point, because I assume that there are hard caps and soft caps and all that stuff. Alright. So insofar as my assumption about this being a seminary of sorts isn't completely off base, I wonder what these guys, seminary for nuns, insofar as that isn't completely off base, I wonder what these guys are doing here. And the guys with the block weapons. There we go. It's the same enemy type that I struggled with so mightily in the first couple of episodes. So I've almost brought back some very bad memories there. Ah! Oh, it's... I forgot about you. So I don't mind so much... It took a little while to get used to being very cautious not to spam the attack button after an enemy's already been killed. Having come directly from Dark Souls 2, where that does a number on your durability. Oh crap, where did you come from? Having come from Dark Souls 2 where that does a number on your durability, to in this game where it's actually an enormous help, because I assume it's a glitch and that it will be patched at some point, but if you still have the ability to regain health using the regain mechanic, then even after an enemy is dead, so there's that shortcut we came across earlier, even if the enemy is dead, you're still able to take advantage of regain if you hit their corpse as they're falling to the ground. So quite a turn, but not terribly surprising given given what I've said all along about this game being developed in parallel and not on top of Dark Souls 2. Oh, he's guarding the chest. Let's get him out of there. Oh no. Hello. Sorry for spamming parry so much, but I want to get that chest. Although it did just open up a shortcut, so at least it's that. Ouch. It's a big risk if you miss the riposte on this guy. There we go. Same problem I was having in Central Yarnum. I was trying to parry much too late. And then we just wind up trading, so even if I end up interrupting him, I'm not able to get the riposte on. Still waiting for a mimic. Tempering Blood Gemstone. So we're going to be able to upgrade our weapon, possibly even to +6. And I assume that that will once again bring us to another type of upgrade material. But in stark contrast to Dark Souls 1, or at least as far as I'm aware, because again, there might be some way of getting your hands on higher tier upgrade materials, like there was in Dark Souls 1 with, say, the Black Knights, or trading with the Crows, like you could trade, I believe it was rubbish with the Crows for Titanite chunks. You could also unlock, drain New Londo ruins faster. Hello, Crystal Lizard. Speak of the devil. Yeah, Crystal Lizard appears. Yes! We might just be able to do it. Because it seems like, similarly with Old Yarnum and the Bloodstone Shards, it seems like you just come across these areas where they just throw these upgrade materials at you. But that they throw very specific upgrade materials at you. And not just all kinds at once. This looks to be either excuse me, area with an ambush or a boss room. Judging by the blood stains, I would assume a boss room. So let's load up on our blood bolts. Yep. The Witch of Hemlock. Oh, that is not the witch herself. That is just an ad. Interesting. Where's the witch? We have 21,000 blood echoes on us. So that's not good. And this, so far... Yeah, we're not doing any damage to the boss here. So those are just ads. Okay, maybe... Maybe you have to hit the orb. Oh, is that the witch there? Yes, it is. Can these guys not be interrupted? Make use of the wide horizontal swings here. Oh no. There's the witch. Should be sitting up in my chair here. I'm just leaning back all casually. Just got 20,000 blood echoes on me. No big deal. These ads are just going to keep coming, aren't they? Problem is getting over there fast enough. doesn't seem to be the most imaginative boss fight in the game. At least thus far. Or are you? Unless that's about to change, which is entirely possible. Oh, it's turning into like the pinwheel boss fight almost. Where are you? There you are. So again, I'm beginning to think I'm significantly over-leveled, and maybe that's why I was having trouble finding co-op when I did. But oh well. Oh, are you not dead yet? You're not dead yet, are you? Oh, there's... That's why I was seeing two. Maybe I should be using these things more. Yeah, a lot more ads being summoned now. Did she revive the other one? She did, didn't she? Oh no, this is not good. That's not good at all. Let me go, please. Be kind. I know I am coming to your home trying to kill you and all that, but it is my job after all. I am a hunter. Oh, I need to heal. I'll give them that this is it's a weird and strange boss fight in a way that is kind of cool, but it's just, I don't know. I'm not having a ton of fun here because she's just gonna keep respawning this other one. There's all these ads. Die, please, die. I don't know which one I need to kill. Where is it? Thank you. Strange boss fight. Like Pinwheel, but like 20 minutes long. I thought that was an item. Alright, we are at 33,000 blood echoes now, so we are definitely going to return to the Hunter's Dream. Did not mean to do that. Witch's Abode. So, yeah, this is the Frontier headstone, and this one is, yeah, the Yharnam headstone. Okay. I was right about that. Huh. Where is Gehrman? We haven't seen him for quite some time. Do we need more insight, maybe? Let's use one more. Because 10 is usually the magic number. And yes, it is. Another thing I should have checked. I was going to say I should check to see whether item discovery changed with insight. But I imagine 100 is probably base level item discovery, so still have yet to figure out how that works. Okay, so you just have Pungent Blood Cocktail, Fire Paper, Bloodshot Eyeball. I have a lot of those. Yeah, nothing else. Alright, thank you. Be sure to keep my insight above 10 from now on. These guys just hawking all their wares, eh? Let's see if you got anything new. Nope. 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 Nope, nothing new. Let's see how far we can upgrade our weapon. I just love that transformation. It's so cool. Fortify weapons. Yeah, we won't be able to get the +6, but with 3 more, we can do that. So we're not going to use that on the Hunter's Pistol, that's for sure. We're going to need a repair. Oop. Blood Gem. We did pick up a couple of new ones. So this one's Thrust Attack. So nothing good in terms of... Oop, okay. Might as well level up.
What?
Let's see if she has any new dialogue first.
Hunters have told me about the church, about the gods, and
Yeah.
of course I do it very well. Let me.
Same dialogue, same creepy, strange dialogue. Okay, so seeing as our pistol scales with Blood Tinge and our arcane scales with and our Holy Blade scales with arcane, we're gonna bring our Blood Tinge and arcane up to 10. I'm not sure how much of a difference that will actually make. Not a single point of attack damage right now. But, yeah. If only to satisfy my penchant for even numbers. Base 10 mathematics. Okay.
Farewell, good heart. May you find.
So my recording is at about 39 minutes now. Let's see if there's anything else we can find, just in the next few minutes. If I die, it's no big deal. I only have 130 blood echoes. So I'm trying to just think about how many bosses I fought at this point. Not including the Chalice Dungeon bosses. So there was the Cleric Beast, Father Gascoigne, it's 2. The Bloodstarved Beast is 3. That boss we just fought is 4. The the female version of the Cleric Beast is 5. I'm sure I'm forgetting a couple, but it's hard to say. Whoa. Who might this be? It's a hunter. Who was seemingly being held here by the witch and tortured. Some books here. Place is in a complete state of disarray. Doesn't appear to be any... Oh, never mind. I was going to say there doesn't appear to be any torture implements, but that looks like one on the shelf right near where my sword is right now. There's another one of those here, pointing my sword at it. Actually, we should endeavor to keep our binocular equipped for uses such as these. I really don't like the over-the-shoulder view, though. I really wish it were first person. Got some hay here. No, I did not mean to do that. I meant to get out of this. How do you do it if... Do you actually have to... Okay, that's kind of annoying, but... Search body. Rune workshop tool. So we can finally use runes. Runesmith Carol, student of Bergenworth, transcribed the inhuman utterings of the Great Ones into what are now called Carol runes. The hunter who retrieves this workshop tool can etch Carol runes into the mind to attain their wondrous strength. Provost Willem would have been proud of Carol's runes, as they do not rely upon blood in any measure. So, does that imply that this is Runesmith Carol? Probably not. Well, that's a shame, because we've already warped to the Hunter's Dream, and it looks like we're going to be going back. Alright. Only because I'm just really interested to see how that works. Interesting that it keeps it on you. So it's not like in the other Souls games where you hand the embers over. Creating an even more profound feeling of, hey, you're on your own. And I'm cognizant of the fact that we still have that underground area to explore. But we're going to probably do that in the next episode. Okay. So, do we have to choose? It would have to be between blood vials. I guess we can only have... Oh yeah, we can only have 4 equipped at any one time. Interesting. So are these... These are kind of like rings, in a way. Cool. Alright, well max vials has got to be 1. Increase the max vials has got to be 1. Same with increase to Quicksilver bullets. Suppose. So you only have 3, and then the 4th is something else. So the first 3 are runes, and the 4th is Oath Memory. I tried using one of those beast balls or whatever the heck they were called. The beast blood pellet, and as far as I could tell, it didn't really seem to do anything. So I'm sure I'm just missing something. So that's another aspect of the game that on my second playthrough, which I think I'll do my second playthrough off camera. And I suppose this is a good time since I have a minute or two, and I don't think it would be a good idea to go start something to talk about what will be coming next on this channel after this playthrough. And so there will be a couple things in particular in terms of shorter videos that aren't like full playthroughs. Once I get the hang of PvP, and once my best friend, who you will recognize his screen name, which will be a little bit different whenever he gets his hands on a PS4, is Sharko, who was my trolling partner in the vast majority of my Dark Souls 2 trolling videos. We'll probably be doing some Bloodborne trolls at some point. Which is exciting because we'll be able to, be original at a time when, trying to do that in the last 6 months or so in Dark Souls 2 is difficult because so many things had already been done. So when the game is new and fresh, you have carte blanche almost to figure out just, creative ways to have fun with the people with whom you're engaging in PvP. Another thing is that, yes, whenever my friend gets PS4, we will be doing a co-op playthrough, wherein I, kind of usher him through the game, in such a way where I give him a general idea of where we're going and what we're doing. But, in the context of the other Souls games, for example, I would never tell him where mimics are. I would leave it up to him. I would give him the tools and say, you should probably attack a chest once before opening it, every time. And, and then, so I won't say, hey, there's a mimic coming up. I leave it to him to figure that out, and then laugh my ass off if he doesn't attack the chest and gets eaten. So, things like that will be quite a more comedic playthrough than this one. And then I will eventually be making some lore videos. But that will be, I don't know how long that will take, but certainly I'm not going to make any lore videos until I'm actually comfortable with the lore, and right now I don't really have much of an idea about anything. And my lore videos will be in a similar style to those of my Dark Souls 2 videos, that is to say that I won't be narrating at all. There'll be cinematic lore videos, which either, serve to raise further questions about the lore rather than trying to explain everything, or represent cinematically my interpretation of the storylines of certain NPCs. So the obvious one to start off would probably be Eileen, but seeing as she's dead, I don't know how her storyline shakes out, whether it's interesting enough, or, say even 1/10 as interesting or tragic as that of Lucatiles from Dark Souls 2. And that was, it was the first of the 3 lore videos I made for Dark Souls 2, and by far my favorite. And I believe my most viewed one as well. But that's gonna do it. I'm sure there will be more content. I will probably have another playthrough between this one, or other than this one, the co-op one, and my eventual Let's Talk Lore playthrough. I'm sure I will have another playthrough where, I come up with some sort of idea, or perhaps I just show you how I play through the game without really, talking in too great detail, where things go a little bit faster. Once I figure out the Chalice dungeons, maybe some sort of Chalice dungeon challenge or something to that effect. Challenge runs are also a possibility, but I'm no Lobos Jr., but yeah, I guess you could say I'm half decent at the game. Or at least at Souls games in general. Not great at this game yet. And certainly I imagine I'm over-leveled based on the number of single-attempt boss kills I've gotten so far. But I'll leave that up to you guys to decide whether I'm good or not. But thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.